sports from where you live.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Frenzy. I'm Kelly Hallinan here with Vinny Martirano. Another Friday full of action-packed games.
Absolutely, Kelly. Last week we focused on the sectional semis for the girls, but this week we're back to some regular season, in-season battles. We'll start close by here at Lafayette Jeff. We're going to start this round off with one of the most intense back-and-forth battles of the night. Arsenal Tech visiting the Crowley Center to take on Lafayette Jeff. Now, when this game first got going, it seemed like Jeff was going to run away with things. We saw two back-to-back threes, with one of them coming from the top of the key with Christian Olsen. The other coming from the corner by Akeem Wilson. Broncos were up at one point by 9 points, but then things took a turn for the worse. Arsenal caught up, and suddenly, we've got a ball game here. Jeff was constantly turning the ball over, and with a player like Alexander Harris on your team, you can't make careless mistakes or he'll bury you. On top of that, Broncos had a hard time breaking the press as well, with many mistakes piling up and the Titans not slowing down on offense. Jeff falls a tough one, 44-40.
Clinton Prairie now on the road facing Rossville. The 8-11 Hornets looking to hand the Gophers their third loss of the season. First quarter, Lane Horlacher with the steal and pass to Jake McGraw, who goes the other way and lays one up for two. Gophers with an early lead. Then Caden Davis on the offensive glass. He cleans things up for Clinton Prairie. Now for the Hornets, Matthew Ford scores on the inbounds play. Ford had 11 points. Then Rossville on defense. Braden Woolen with the steal. Caden Wilson gets fouled and hits both free throws. He also finished with 11 points. Back to the Gophers. Ryan Harshbarger goes inside to Nick Curtin, who finishes. Curtin had 15 points. And the leading scorer for Clinton Prairie was Jake McGraw. He had 25. The Gophers defeat Rossville. Final score 57-48.
And McGraw's a beast. Now heading over to North Montgomery High School, it's the Chargers hosting the Frankfort Hot Dogs. The Chargers trying to make their home court advantage felt early. That's Noah Hopkins. He'll get the first points on the board. But the Hot Dogs are going to answer right back. Edwin Wainscott goes in hard. He'll get the foul and one. The Hot Dogs start rolling. Here's Kai Kirby getting the long board and going coast to coast. He fights his way inside. Give me another and one for the Hot Dogs. The Chargers had enough of Kirby, and Kelby Harwood rejects that, sends it out of the gym, protecting the house, but Frankfort offense prevails. Hot Dogs are going to take this one 44-43.
Now over to Delphi, where the Oracles faced Western Boone for homecoming. Fourth quarter, Levi Coghill to Chase Almager for two. Oracles up 7 points. Now Western Boone on offense. Tristan Falk finds a cutting Gavin Hawkins for the floater. He had 7 points. But Walker Jones extends Delphi's lead. Jones finished with 14 points. Western Boone now applying pressure, but Delphi breaks the press, and it ends with an Almager bucket. He led the Oracles with 20 points. The Stars tried to fight their way back, but it wasn't enough, and Delphi defeats Western Boone. Final score 50-42. And I can't get over that first game we showed Lafayette Jeff. I was following it online.
Really?
It was tied heading into the fourth quarter.
I know Bree was texting us about it. Like she said, back and forth the entire way. Tough one for Jeff, but what a great game. We saw a couple of those really close ones there,
Yeah,
Kelly.
that Frankfurt one, you were at one
point?
Yeah.
Love it. And we're not far from done yet. Coming up next, another close one between North Newton and Frontier, plus a few big wins coming up. Stick around for more hoops after the break.